What's up, guys, and welcome back to yet another edition of Truex MTG. My name is Will, aka Truex, and I will be your host for this video. And today we'll be looking at a brand new list from Theros, or the new set coming to Standard and adding some new flavor to the Standard decks and changing up the meta a bit. Here we've got Kroxa Grixis. Now, this deck is based around a basic synergy. We have our new card in the form of Kroxa, the namesake of the deck. Kroxa, Titan of Death's Hunger. For red and a black, you get 6/6 legendary creature, Elder Giant, 2 mana, 6/6. Interesting. Let's read it further. When it enters the battlefield, sacrifice listed escaped. Whenever Kroxa enters the battlefield or attacks, each opponent discards a card. Then each opponent who didn't discard a non-land card this way loses 3 life. The new mechanic Escape, as referenced earlier, which is basically reads in this instance: black, black, red, red, exile 5 other cards from your graveyard, and you may cast it from your graveyard. So Escape is the new mechanic out of Theros. Basically, it lets you cast a whole bunch of cards from the new set for its escape cost out of your graveyard. This is a very graveyard-themed set. I think canonically, the whole idea is that Elspeth is breaking free from the Underworld. So we have a lot of that theme kind of being prevalent throughout the set. But basically, yes, this is a 2-net 6/6. You get ETB, but then you have to sack it immediately and then wait until late in the game to get it back. However, we break that synergy in this list with this other creature card, Lazav, the Multifarious. So blue to black, 1/3, legendary creature Shapeshifter. When it enters the battlefield, surveil 1. So either look at the top card of the library, put it in your graveyard, or not. X, Lazav becomes a copy of target creature card in your graveyard with convert mana cost X, except its name is Lazav. The Multifarious is legendary. In addition to other types, has this ability. Okay, so Lazav basically lets you copy Kroxa out of your graveyard. So we're breaking that synergy, or we're breaking that that drawback rather, with this kind of cool little synergy combo effect. And the deck is kind of built around that for the most part. Otherwise, we're more or less a mid-rangey, control-y kind of Grixis shell, which in the past has not been super powerful, but I do think this combo is pretty reasonable. Moving on to other cards in the list, we have Erebos' Intervention. This is a new card from Theros as well. X and a black instant. Choose one. Target creature gets -X/-X till end of turn. You gain X life. Or exile up to twice X target cards from graveyard. This card is super flexible. So for one, it's a removal spell that also gains you life. It gets scales upwards, which is nice. You can also exile up to twice X target cards from graveyards, which is really good in this set because there's just so many graveyard synergies happening. Everyone's playing escape cards. Everyone's milling themselves. Everyone's got some sort of graveyard synergy happening at the moment. So Erebos' Intervention really deals with that in a big way. There have been games where I've been able to exile up to like 10 cards opponent's library in response to like Dance of the Manse, for instance. So pretty nice one. Moving on, we have some of the regular hits you've seen before. Thought Erasure attacks their hand. For blue and black, surveil 1. Pretty nice sets of your draws. Brazen Borrower. You got a bounce spell on one side, a 3/1 flying attacker on the other. Pretty solid. Murder Strider for your pesky Nissas and other things like that, planeswalkers, creatures, whatever. On the other side is a 2/3 lifelinker, so solid attacker and blocker if need be. Cry the Canarium is in the main as a concession to opposing aggressive decks. Cry the Canarium is not exactly the best sweeper, but if your opponent's playing a lot of really cheap threats, you see a lot of like mono white, for instance, these days. Cry the Canarium can be a reasonable way to deal with that. Also, just other various tokens or aggressive strategies. Moving on, we've also got I almost said Eat to Extinction. Look at that art, man, crazy. 3 and a black for an instant. This is kind of like the new Vraska's Contempt. So exile target creature or planeswalker, then look at the top card of the library, you can put that card into your graveyard. So this is a removal spell for creatures or planeswalkers, and a way to fill up your yard just a little bit further to get your Kroxas back. Or maybe you can put a Kroxa into the yard to copy with Lazav. Generally, you want to be drawing your Kroxa and then playing it and then getting it back, just so you can get the maximum value. But in a pinch, you can make that synergy happen with these 3 cards. Moving on to the top of the curve, you've got Doom Whisperer, so 3 black, 6/6, flying triple, Nightmare Demon, pay 2 life, surveil 2. So this is kind of just a big fatty boom that can close the game pretty quickly, can block well, and also lets you fill the yard a little bit. So the surveilling for free can help you get your Kroxas into play. It can set up your draws for later turns. It's not amazing, and honestly, it's a card I've been considering cutting as well, but there have been times where I've been able to close games where opponents just couldn't block it, where it was able to defend planeswalkers of mine or whatever. So it's definitely on the chopping block, but if you like this type of effect, if you like big fatties that fly through the air, yeah, Doom Whisperer, that's one of the best you can get in this style of deck. Nicol Bolas, the Dragon God. You've seen this guy before. Blue, triple black, red. Hard to cast, but has all loyalty abilities of all the planeswalkers in the battlefield. +1, you can draw a card. Each opponent exiles a card from their hand or a permanent they control. -3, destroy a creature or planeswalker. And then -8, each opponent who doesn't control a legendary creature or planeswalker loses the game. Now, this is the type of card that you would think is really, really good as a top end in a control-y mid-range Grixis deck, but frankly, a lot of times it's just a 5-mana destroy target something, and then it dies. So you have to kind of pick your spots when you're casting Bolas. It's not a card you can kind of just throw out there and expect to win the game. I have won games where I'm able to grind out my opponent with +1 or it's -3, but it is definitely not the end-all, be-all. I've considered cards like Ashiok, the new Ashiok, in its place. Either Nicol Bolas or Doom Whisperer could probably be replaced by that card. But for now, we're going to try it out. This is more or less the same list as I saw on Aether Hub, but I've added a sideboard to it. And then lastly, this is technically a 2-mana card, but it also be considered 5. Discovery and Dispersal. So on the Discovery side, you get a sorcery, Surveil 2, then draw a card. It's kind of like a pseudo Preordain. Surveil 2, then draw. Dispersal. Now, this is actually interesting. Dispersal side actually gets used a lot more than you would think. So 3 blue black instant. Each opponent returns a non-land permanent they control the highest convey mana cost among the permanents they control to its owner's hand, then discards a card. Your opponent has something you want to get rid of, they have no cards in hand, well, bounce it back to their hand, have them discard it. Or bounce it back to their hand, they discard a card, and then you finish them off with Kroxa's discard trigger. So there's nice ways to deal with problematic permanents such as Nissa, such as Dream Trawler, which is a new one out of the new set that's like a 3/5 flyer that can get hexproof. It's really popular in all these blue-eye control and blue-eye mid-range lists. So yeah, Discovery and Dispersal both getting a lot of mileage in this deck. Moving on to the sideboard, we've got Duresses, we've got Aether Gust, we've got Noxious Grass, Mystical Disputes. All of these are pretty much standard staples in sideboards you've seen for quite a while. Ashiok Dream Render has renewed importance in this format because the ability to exile your opponent's graveyard is huge. And also, the search sometimes comes up, but it's not as often. I have kind of gotten people when they search for Fatal Passage in play, forgot about Ashiok. Yeah, that could be kind of fun. Finally, we got Ritual of Soot for more aggressive decks, more mid-range decks, more mid-range creature-based decks. Ritual of Soot can help clear the board. Nightmare Muse. Now, I put this in the sideboard just as another grindy kind of card in the grindier matchups, so that's a reasonable one to bring in those cases where maybe like your Doom Whisperers aren't very good. And then Chandra, this is just an uncountable planeswalker, can be a win condition on her own, clears the board, kills creatures, exiles them, which is really important. +2, of course, the emblems can stack up and kill your opponent over time. And the most important part, it can't be countered, so it's really great in control matchups. So yeah, that's basically the deck. I hope you guys enjoy it. For this video, we're gonna be doing at least 3 games, or 3 matches rather, and I hope you guys enjoy the deck. If you like what you see, if you like the stuff I make here on YouTube or on Twitch, feel free to hit that like button, hit that sub button, leave me a comment down below, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the games. All right, here we are for round number 1. A bit of lag. Arena has been kind of spotty lately. I don't know if y'all have been experiencing that. It looks like we are still in Diamond 2. Oh, wow. Real lag. Let me see what's going on here. Okay. All right, on the play. This hand's fine. We can't technically cast this Kroxa quite yet, but we'll probably find a red source off this Discovery or one of our next couple draw steps. We have Brazen Bar, we have Murderous Rider, at least to hold down the fort for a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to keep the 7 and see what our opponent's up to. Up against Art Devil. All right, here we go. So Watergate tap, pass it back. And let's see what they've got. Tournament Grounds. All right, so they are a Knights build. This is going to be... They're going to be coming at me hard and fast, so... Let's get on the board as quickly as possible. Lazav, interesting. I guess I will keep Lazav. Lazav does block somewhat well in this scenario, but I have a feeling we're probably going to want to start Brazen Borrowing things. We're going to want to Murderous Rider things before we get Lazav down. Those are our opponents. Probably just playing a Mardu Knights list from standard past because, you know, everyone's playing crazy brews like this and they're just trying to farm guys like me. So let's see how we do. Hopefully we draw one of our cries here, but we didn't find it, so that's okay. Taking a lot of damage here kind of stinks. I guess I'm just gonna pass it back, hold up Murderous Rider, see where we go. What I'd like to do is find red source next turn so I can go Lazav and Kroxa. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully our opponent just goes like land and then swing. It's like they're gonna target the Firm Champions on each other. I would like to try and get them to spend the mana, but I don't think they're going to do it. So let's just Murder Stride in response. Hope the creature dies. All right, cool. They got no protection spells. And we're down to 7 here, so in a bit of a rough spot. Got our bones. All right, hopefully our Murder Strider survives, because I think we're kind of riding on that at this point. So, Murder Strider. Murder Strider and... Looks like they've got some sort of removal spell. They've got to have like something 2 mana. I don't know what it could be though. Maybe they have an Embercleave in hand, but either way, they wouldn't be holding up this ability here. So possibly our opponent just disconnected. Nope, they're just taking their time. Okay, Watery Grave. And hope our Murder Strider survives. Maybe they have like the 2 mana Stomp. Oh no, Blackcloud's Paragon. Okay, fair enough. Not much I can do about that. I would have waited though just to get this down, because then our opponent can like combine the Death Touch with the first strike on the Blackcloud's Paragon, but that's okay. God. Okay, well, all right, if I go here, we stay alive at 2, and then I don't know what we're gonna do after that, but worst case scenario, we can block some more next turn. My guess is we're just gonna die anyway, but it is what it is. I'm surprised to not see Embercleave there, to tell you the truth. And nothing. Okay, well, I can go Lazav, and then I guess hold up Brazen Bar or bounce something. Is the play here. I'm gonna pitch you for now. And say go. We don't want to bounce Blackcloud's Paragon in this scenario, so just gonna bounce this guy. If they didn't have it last turn, we might be able to get through this. Nope, they found an Embercleave. They had, okay. Were they slow rolling? Did they just draw it? I don't know. But they're dead, unfortunately. So it doesn't matter what we do there. Oh, wow. Okay, Arena's really lagging here. Ay, ay, ay. Well, very awesome advertising for the program here. All right, Ritualist comes in for sure. We could probably cut all these really expensive creature, or planeswalkers rather. Let's see. Probably want... Aether Gust seems reasonable. Hits their Embercleave, it hits their small creatures. It's not so bad. Probably don't want all of these Thought Erasers, I'd imagine. We could bring in like a 1 of Chandra, only because she could wipe the board later on the game, if we get to that point. I think we're just gonna have to try and survive what we got though, so let's see what we can do. Like I said, this deck is a little bit soft to aggressive builds, so you should expect a lot of aggro, maybe forego it, but we'll see. All right, on the play again. Unfortunately, that means if we do go to game 3, our opponent's gonna be on the play. Losing on the play, it does really suck. Ooh, awkward hand actually, because our Temple of Deceit, all of our lands come into play tapped currently. So let's hope to find an untapped land source here. That'll work. I think our opponent might have mulliganed to 6. And they got the goods. Okay. So, gonna go for Olazav here. Hold down the fort a little bit. I'll pitch the land, I think. We're looking for red sources anyway. My guess is they have, if they're doing this, my guess is they have the 2 damage effect, and I'd rather keep my Lizov alive. There's a drill bit. Okay, well. Hits a Thought Erasure. That's actually fine. I can live with that. And that was a good draw, so we're gonna just hope to play to that. Yep, so they did have it. I'm gonna hit the Black Lance. I will pitch this land. And Temple. So now I know what they're up to. Bottom Lizov. Probably just gonna wind up Kroxaing next turn and then creating a Kroxa here. Although we could do is block, make them use their effect, and save some life. Or could just take it, go down to 14. Not sure. I think if we get the 6/6 into play, it might be in okay shape. So let's... Oh, no, we don't want blue, we want black. Let's Kroxa. And get their last card. Pass it back. So our clock is a bit faster than theirs, so they're gonna have to decide what they want to do moving forward. Hopefully they don't find land. Taking a little bit of damage here. Oh no, there goes our Ritual of Soot. So that's kind of our out at this point if we need it. Well, I could Dispersal, but it doesn't really do anything. Let's see. I need another red source to get Kroxa into play. So that's not gonna make it. We can't like attack and then play another Kroxa. So I think we probably just do it. Maybe they'll make a mistake. Thing is, we just kind of have to fade a land here. And if they leave a card in hand, they'll die on my next swing. Because if they can't discard, they lose 3 life. So let's see if we can get there here. Holy shit. This is close, actually. Holy moly. Got him. All right, game number 3 time. I will be restarting Arena after this. It is very slow. Goddamn memory leaks. Can we get to our sideboard, please? What a great video. Okay, so here we go. Don't think we changed too much. We kind of have everything we need, I think. Ashiok might be a decent planeswalker in the sense that it just pumps out blockers. I wonder if that's worth. Sure. We could try this. All right, yeah. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a spin. The fact that it can not only remove threats, but also pump out blockers, it seems like a pretty nice deal. But we are on the draw for this one, which is always precarious when you're up against aggressive decks. We have Crop, we have Aether Guts, we have Erebos Intervention. Murderous Rider is good, not as good as these other three, I think, but still a reasonable start for us. So let's hope our opponent doesn't go for a drill bit here. Thought Erasure, probably don't need at this point. I think we've got enough interaction in our hand as is. We want to just find some threats. Looks like kind of nothing for our opponent here. That's good. I think what I'll do is play Blood Crypt and start Kroxaing them. Interesting. So their hand's either pretty heavy land or they've got like some more expensive threats. But hopefully they don't play like Spawn of Mayhem or something. That would really suck. Are you shitting me? Wow, crazy. Okay. Great. Wow. Okay. You got it, opponent. You got it. So they did have just like a bunch of expensive cards. Okay, I was thinking that, like, I was trying to think if I could like finagle it to where I could maybe bait out an Embercleave or something, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Man, this is rough. This is super, super rough. Okay. Did not expect them to start just like Spawn and Mayheming me repeatedly. So that's cool. I guess I will do this now to lose a little bit less life. We are at 7, pretty precarious. All right, that's fine. We can deal with those. And we have an Aether Gust to follow up. Maybe our opponent's hand's bad. I mean, they are using Castle Lockthwains. Oh, they Murderous Rider, and I guess we'll still just hold up our removal spells. Oh man, are we gonna come back in this game? Could it be? No, probably not. Sure. Take what you want. If anything, that does help me cast this Kroxa anyway, so. Our hand is pretty much gas. They take the E to extinction, okay. Not so bad. Our Erebos Intervention should be able to deal with pretty much anything they play. Minus, like, our Regisaur, I think, at this moment. We need one more land to deal with that cleanly. So, I guess that's what we're just hoping for, none of that. But in the tank, what to do, though. Let's say maybe they got nothing. All right. That's good. Start swinging. They might have removal. Black Lance. Okay, well, we can actually deal with that. So, resolves. I think I'm gonna do it like this. I'm still gonna hold up Aether Gust. This is for 2. Oh, we could have done it for 3. Sorry, we had enough mana to do both, but whatever. If that's the case, I'm gonna get their last card. That was a mistake on my part. I could have done for 1 then. That also got a little bit extra, a little bit just 1 life, and still been able to play multiple things. But whatever. The last card was Legion's End. Don't care about that. Looks like they are running out of gas. Knight of the Ebon Legion. Well, that's a little annoying, but we can actually bounce that. Ooh, we can bounce that, and then can we also play Kroxa? I think so. So yeah, let's do that. Let's go blue. Black. Petty theft. Wait, I can't cast Kroxa? Oh, I'm missing one card. Okay, you're right. You're right, Arena. So in that case, just gonna go for probably Brazen Bar at the end step. So I made a mistake there. I should have petty theft on. I thought I had one extra card. So never mind. Countered run there. This is actually mildly annoying too because now they get to play this and pump multiple times. Aether Gust kind of not doing a whole lot this game. I expected to find at least one red card it could bounce. Our Brazen Bar is starting to do stuff. Double Aether Gust, of course, when it rains it pours. Well, let's swing. And then I will play another Murder Strider. And we got all the blockers in the world. Fortunately, we are insulated against basically any Ember Cleave they find. And they scoop it up. All right, game number 1 in the books. Gonna restart Arena. And I'll be right back, y'all, for game number 2. All right, game number 1. Took down Rakdos Aggro Knights. Now we're in game number 2 up against Chiron the Mage. Big Teferi Avatar. I wonder what they're playing. Let's see how our Kroxa deck deals with whatever shenaniganry our opponent's up to. Looks like we're going to be on the draw for this one. This hand is acceptable. Simply because we failed passage. But we are on mono basics, basically, for a little while. Pass it back. Looks like Simic. Most likely some sort of Simic deck. Yeah, these ramp decks are very good still. Really wish that wasn't the case. I'm really tired of losing to Nissa, but it's okay. All right, let's start Kroxaing. All right, a Chrome War. This is definitely the Croaky's Thassa Elementals list. Yep, as expected. All right, no problemo. Cool. Let's go for Discovery. Well, I kind of like all these cards. Doesn't really matter what we draw here, so just pick one of them. And then I guess, God, I'd really like to be able to use the value of the Scry better. Maybe we should have just pitched it so that we could have, so we could get more value at this temple, get some more in the yard. Maybe that was a mistake. Well, either way, I will go for temple, just lose the value a little bit. But I kind of like the fact that we can get, well, actually, I'm not sure we have another red mountain basic. So we might not be able to Kroxa next turn. We won't be able to anyway. We need more stuff in the yard, but we're getting close. Looks like our opponent's not doing a whole lot. They don't have a lot of mana. I mean, they have some ramp creatures, but that's about it. So that's okay. Let's see. Let's Dispersal or Discovery. Ooh, I definitely want this. And we could probably pitch. Well, we might want the Kroxa, actually. So, yeah, let's draw all that. And gonna hold up Petty Theft here. Petty Theft / Erebos Intervention. All right, as expected, Cavalier. Did they hit a land? They did. Well, I'm just gonna bounce this so that they can't bounce. They can't activate it. Although they'll activate something else, but whatever. I'll probably could have waited to their end step, actually, to see if they would target Cavalier and then bounce it. So that was my bad. But that's okay. It'll be all right. We'll make it work. Next turn, this turn I can play, we can play Nicol Bolas if we want to and start taking up. It's not the worst I plan. So we need Black Source, Nicol Bolas. They don't really have any pressure on board currently, and we have a million Kroxas available to us. They'll probably start sacrificing lands, I imagine. Oh, playing the firstborn in hand. Okay, no problem. They must figure it's not going to be doing much of this game. Ooh, do they have another land? Because if they don't, they're not casting Cavalier this turn. Omnath. 1, 2, 3. Okay, no problem. We can make that work. Mildly annoying, but that's okay. Oh no, they're gonna bounce Omnath and then finish off Nicol Bolas. Alright, fair enough. Well, we can Kroxa the rest of the cards in their hand and then hope to God that nothing else too bad happens for me, but this is gonna be annoying. Thassa plus all this shenaniganry. We might just want to kill Omnath ASAP here. But we don't have a whole lot going on. Let's see, can I cast Kroxa? I sure can, out of my yard. But I think I just want to get the rest of their cards. And then I'm not really sure what else to do here. I guess I'm just gonna hold up Erebos Intervention in case they want to like bounce something for some reason. Maybe they'll try and reset Paradise Druid here and we can kill it in response. I don't know. I think next turn we're just gonna be really going for Kroxas en masse. Like I said, Nicol Bolas just doesn't really do a whole lot in my experience. But yeah, this Thassa deck is very, very good. Very difficult to beat. Neoform, oh god. What are they neoforming for? Another Risen Reef, maybe? Methinks I'm boned. I'm just getting the sense that I might be boned here. Postboard, we have a little bit more action, but it's still not great. Yeah, I mean, this Risen Reef's enormous now. Not even gonna attack a Paradise Druid. Opponent is a real bastard, man. Alrighty, well, there's not much I can do about that, so that happens. Good lord, Thassa is obscene. Even if I play Kroxa, am I just dead on board? I'm taking 3 here, going down to 7. They'll have 8 power on board, draw 2 cards. I mean, yeah, we're doomed, I think. Yep, didn't draw what we needed in time. Gonna go ahead and go Scoopsville and see how game number 2 and hopefully 3 go. So, let's see. Cry the Canary, I think a little bit too slow. Nicol Bolas, Dew Whisper, all that stuff, I just don't think is going to make the cut. So, Ether Gust, Noxious Grasp, I like. Ritual of Soots, I like. Let's see. Could conceivably play Ashiok, but I don't think it's entirely necessary. The deck isn't really graveyard focused so much as it is just like value focused. Could play Mystical Disputes. Having some counters doesn't seem terrible. Intervention, not at its best here. But it's still a removal spell. It's probably slightly better than the Discovery. Is Brazen Bar any good? Not really. It might have some utility, but it's pretty much... Their deck is so value-based. This is slightly better, I think. I don't know, we'll try it. Not convinced this build is going to do very well, but we'll see. This deck seems to just, I don't know, go over the top really, really quickly. Well, all right. Fortunately, can't play Magic. We've got Mulligan a bunch. God, okay, well, I guess I'll pitch Eat to Extinction. I don't love it, though. But we really need all the other elements here. Discovery hopefully find us more removal, more sleepers, things of that nature. We want to be Kroxa and then an ASAP, and then Murder Strider to deal with whatever we need here, but we'll see. All right, go for Blood Crypt. All right, so... Water Grave, Kroxa. Start attacking their hand a bit here. Whirlwind Denial, interesting. So this is just like 3 mana, pay like super mana leak basically. Interesting. Let's go for Discovery first. I like all these cards. We kind of need, we actually do need this to get our mountain, so I will keep everything here. Pass it back. Next turn, maybe they play like Risen Reef or something, and we can start wrapping the board. Okay. Feels good to Ritual Sud here. We get a mountain. Take out their ramp and their Risen Reef. Next turn, we can either go Thought Erasure, hold up Murder Strider, or go for Kroxa. Looks like we're probably gonna be trying to kill this Omnath. Let's see what they're up to. So, black, blue, Thought Erasure, yeah. Half that Grixis. Don't think we need the lands anymore. And just gonna Murder Strider and Swift End them now that I know they have Mystical Dispute in hand. A little nervous about this card being a thing, but what are you gonna do? Ooh, Lazav is perfect. So we can actually play it and play around counters and copy our Kroxa. So they let that happen. Surveil the Swamp away. And end step, we can either maybe Murder Stride something or Kroxa something. Looks like they're going to go for Castle at their end step, Stride 2, see where they have set these cards. One top, one bottom. Okay. So I'm guessing they probably drew a Nissa. No, Risen Reef. Okay. Not so bad. And they drew a card. Well, we know they have Mystical Disputes, so I think I'll wait to play this Murder Strider. I want to play around it as best as possible. So let's just go for 2. Kroxa. Start huffing their hand a bit here. When they got rid of the Mystical Disputes, their last card is something they want to keep. I could play Kroxa to get their last card. I think I will. And we actually get to keep both because the Lazav is a different name. How sick is that? All right, cool. So, very nice. I think our build is fine. We could consider like more Planeswalkers or something, but I think we're okay as is. My question is, do we want to cut an Erebos Intervention for another Walker of some kind? Go down to 2. but I think we'll be okay. I like having some removal there. I mean, I like Chandra, but it doesn't really kill elementals is the problem. So yeah, we'll fire it up like this. See what happens. Yeah, so since they did different names, legendary rule doesn't apply. Very cool. I like it a lot. All right, game number 3. We're on the draw for this one, unfortunately. Same situation as last time, basically. Winning on the draw never feels good in a game 3 situation. And this hand, well, we have some interaction. We have Lazav to surveil. We have a couple draw steps. I think we'll be okay. It's definitely potentially sketchy, but... All right, gonna go play Watergrave. Untap so we can potentially Mystical Dispute something. I don't know if we're gonna be able to. Most likely not, but... All right, so they either play around or they just ignore it. Thought Erasure. All right, we can't stop them from getting Risen Reef, so I'm just gonna hit this Nissa. And we'll keep the land on top. I mean, the second Risen Reef, obviously, we don't like that, but... What you gonna do? All right, pass it bad. We could have potentially Discovery and hold up Mystical Dispute for their next play, because you know they have 2 blue cards in hand, and we could pay it for 1. But... That's okay. Think I will dispute this because now we can also intervention this Risen Reef. Almost intervention proving just how flexible it really is. Another dispute. I think I'm just going to keep passing until we find lands. Just holding up as much as we can. I think I'll keep using these disputes now, simply because they lose a lot of value later on in the game. So we're not holding up anything at the moment, so we really just got to start discovering, finding some lands. Send to the bottom, or send the yard, send the yard. Land, excellent. Just what we want to see. All right, pass it back. Holding up Aether Gust for hopefully like a Nissa or something. Grixis, less than ideal. Not gonna Aether Gust that. Ugh. All right, well, in a bit of a pickle here. They have a lot of cards, and we're just not drawing lands. So, feels like we're gonna probably lose this one. Alright, gonna let this one go, I guess. And then, probably just eat to extinction the Grixis here. Okay. How many of that cards do they have in hand? 3? I guess I'm going library. It's like an Aether Gust this on now if I really need to. And this way we can continually attack their hand. Looks like their hand's mostly land as well. Yep. Oh god. Alright, Aether Gust, please resolve. Shit, I think I'm just dead if they have Mystical Dispute here. Negate. Ah! Yeah, I don't think I'm coming back from that. No way. This is just so absurd. And yeah. Unfortunately, we just didn't really find lands. We were stuck in the back foot pretty much the whole game. So, alright, lost in 3 against Omnath Nissa Elementals. We'll see you guys in the last round for this video, round number 3. Alright, round number 3, here we go. We are 1-1 in this video. Our opponent is named Izette Wright, so I'm guessing they are a blue-red player. Alright, here we go. So we're on the play. We have Thought Erasure on the play, which is nice. Opponent's mulliganing as well. They even got the full lightning bolt thing, so they're probably some blue-red tempo nonsense. Phoenix or Izette tempo. Let's mulliganing to 5 as well. Love the crackle on these sleeves, very cool. These interventions probably won't do a whole lot, although they do exile Phoenixes, so that's nice, if that's what they are. Same with E2 Extinction. Definitely feels rough being a graveyard focused deck right now, just because there's so much hate in the moment. And like, I'm a graveyard focused deck, so like if I see a Leyline across the table, you know, it's not looking pretty for me. But we will see. Our opponent in the tank on this mulligan decision. Not sure what they're doing. Hopefully they didn't disconnect. All right, sweet. So it took a little bit, but we got there. Watergrave tapped, say go. All right, they fooled me. Castle Ardenvale. Not what I expected. Let's Thought Erasure. See what they're up to. It must be Blue Eye Control or something. Yeah, Blue Eye Control. Okay, so we definitely just want to get rid of this Absorb. Don't like Absorb. We'll leave the Kroxa on top. Start attacking their hand. This should be a reasonable matchup for us. We'll see. They pitch the land. Okay, fair enough. So I must think they can do all without it. Only one other card in the yard, so we're gonna need to hit pretty well for the next few turns. Airbo's Intervention, probably not gonna do a whole lot this game, unfortunately. So we have a couple dead cards in our hand. If our opponent plays a just play Brazen Barber, just as an attacker, that would be nice. And then we also have E2 Extinction for the next Planeswalker. Just gonna play Island here, pass the turn, holding up both of our cards. See if they just fire off Brazen Bar over here. Do this now. And we'll do this for max value, because why not? Alright, pass it back. And they fetch planes and nothing else. Okay. Oh, sweet. We got a nice draw there. Black. Or red, black. Kroxa. Keep on swinging at that hand. Their land there, and I guess we'll just, yeah, we'll just pay the life, whatever. We're 21. We're 19 now, so we're at a pretty high life total. And not doing much here, so sweet. And we got what we wanted. But we do need more stuff in the yard. So I have 3 other cards. I need more. I'm just going to play that and pass. Give me something I can eat to extinction. Still nothing for our opponent here. Alright, Temple. Bottom of the land. Say go. I mean, we could Airbo's Intervention some stuff out of the yard just for fun, but it doesn't seem that great to me. I mean, maybe? I don't know. They're not gonna have search for a Scotch or anything. This is standard. We're not playing historic these days. Basically, I would need a lot more cards. I'm just gonna keep passing. Bolas is a good hit. I'm gonna play it. I don't suspect it'll resolve. Oh wow, it actually did resolve. Okay, cool. Well, plus
in exchange for eternal servitude.
Time Mighty goes bye-bye. Perfect.
You have no weakness I cannot exploit.
We might see a scoop here soon. I don't know. Oh, that's fine. I can live with that. And I even have enough to do both of these things. So
Crumble.
let's eat the Sphinx. Kroxa. Exiling another Kroxa, so whatever. Get their last card. We have Bolas in play as well. I don't see us losing this game anytime soon. But they're gonna play on, looks like. All right, we got him. We got him, boys. So moving on to sideboarding. Definitely want our cries out. Probably just take all the interventions. Bring in Duresses. Bring in Mystical Disputes. Bring in Chandra. Bring in Ashiok. Sorry, I'm sniffling a bunch. A little bit of a cold still. And the question is, do you also want like Ashiok or like Noxious Grasp or something? Like maybe. Doom Whisperer doesn't seem great. We know they got like Teferis and stuff. Let's see. And they also made like Dream Trawler at the top end of their deck, which would make Doom Whisperer a really good blocker, but even still, you probably just side it out. I'm gonna try like this. I'm not convinced you bring in Ashiok because they don't have that many graveyard synergies as far as I know at a blue-white, but we'll see. My guess is they're just like standard blue-white with a new Wrath effect, Shadow of the Sky, and then Dream Trawler as their top end threat with Teferis and whatnot. Game numero tres. Opponent is or game number 2 rather. Sorry, round number 3. We're gonna mulligan this guy, and this hand is a little bit better. I'm gonna pitch. Do we want to pitch Bolas or Lazav? Probably Bolas. It's the most expensive card in our hand. We're not casting it anytime soon. Lazav is kind of the linchpin of the deck, so we'll go with that for now. Of course, we find land right at the top. Maybe it's better just to have Bolas in play, or just the possibility of Bolas. I don't know. All right, since we drew a blue source, we could get another black. Since that would give us the full mana we need for Kroxa later, so yeah, we'll do that. And I'm just gonna pass. My guess is they're gonna have something to counter everything I want, everything. So another Lazav, though, not what we wanted to see. We're gonna need to find another blue source so we can hold up Mystical Dispute too. Looks like they're not doing a whole lot though. But still, just gonna keep on passing. They're missing land drops, which is good. Never mind, they found Failed Passage. This is like a pseudo control mirror. Not really, but kind of. It's like they're gonna pass. Ugh, no more blue sources. I guess we should have went and fetched a blue source instead. Kind of biting me in the ass here. All right. Pass it back. My guess is they'll have like Chemist's Insight or something. Yep. It's fine. I accept. I foresee like Teferi with counter backup coming soon. We'll see. They pitch. And we're just drawing Lazav after Lazav. All right, fuck it. I'm gonna play Lazav. Whatever. Here's the thing, though. They get Dream Trawler next turn. I'm really boned. I don't know how we're beating that card. So it might have been worth not doing that this turn. But it looks like they didn't have it, so that's good. We find another Bolas. God, alright. Just gonna keep passing. I really don't want to lose to Dream Trawler. We just need another island. I've never wanted a blue mana so badly in my life. Could dispute this, but yeah, whatever. I find that countering the draw spell is never as good as just countering the thing they find. There we go. All right. Thought ratio. Another one. All right, fine. So they just had all their mystical disputes in hand, basically. Seems like what they're gonna do is they're gonna wait to play the Dream Troll until they have 3 mana available for dispute. Hitting Gadwick was really nice, and now we can even play Bolas. Oh! Opponent goes, nice, because they're mad. Love it. Ooh, their hand has lands in it, so it's not that great.
Schemes are never ending.
Yes, that resolved. Oh my god. I was so scared they had a veto there. Oh, well, that works too. Fair enough. But, oh, they topped the card, though. Not great for me. Let's Discovery Dispersal. Actually, cancel that. Hold on. We want to do it with probably just, well, I think here. Yeah, we have red mana in hand, so we can go Discovery Dispersal. Like this, I think. Ooh, Duress is a good draw. I'm going to keep that. Last card's Mystic Sanctuary. All right. Zav. We're looking for Kroxa now, but I like Discovery Dispersal, especially if they play Mystic Sanctuary and their top card was like a permanent that we care about getting rid of. My guess is they'll go Mystic Sanctuary and then play something. If they topped it. All right, put in the Zor back on top. Nothing for our opponent here. Okay, my turn. Do you have anything in the yard I can copy? No, just on those off. So let's swing. We know they are going to have an Absorb backup, unfortunately. So they want to get whatever they're about to play in play. Just gonna swing. And I'm gonna hold on to this Discovery Dispersal because I do think they are gonna play something I care about bouncing. Well, they know they have Absorb top, so they're just gonna see what the second card, if they want that or not. Top, okay, not good for me. Never good for me. Big yikes. Okay. I'll take one. Bounce the token. Even if they counter this, I can copy the Borrower, which is kind of cool. Bye-bye, last card in hand. There's a Devout Decree, excellent. Swing 3. And pass it back. All right, they get some good chumpers, but the Kroxa triggers does deal a lot of damage to them over time. No attacks from them is interesting. What is their last card? What could it be? All right, 2. Kroxa. Get that last card. It was a finale. Oh, they meant to cast that. They screwed up. I can live with that. And then I'm gonna just get another Kroxa going. All right, pass it back. We're still not out of the woods. They're actively scrying. They could find something. If they cast their Finale of Glory like they were supposed to, they would have been okay. But as it stands, now they're kind of getting pelted by these double Kroxa assault. And Lamb's definitely not the draw they want. They probably should have scryed their upkeep. Oh god. Well, I'm not gonna play that necessarily right now. They'll jump, of course. And at this point, I just like don't really feel like playing cards, so I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. They topped and bottomed, interesting. So they got something they want to play. Hopefully it's not like mass manipulation or something. I'll be pretty sad. Teferi. Alright, Teferi's a thing.
You show remorse, I'll show restraint.
Bouncing Kroxa? Well, I can live with that.
Here goes nothing.
What do you find, though? Age of Treachery would suck. Alright, land I can live with. They're gonna hold back, it looks like. Alright, my turn. We have all sorts of grass, so I might as well just use them. Swingy, swingy. They block, of course. Might as well start getting the damage in, I think. Hold on. I feel like the clock is just worth it. And pass it back. They scry. We have just enough to get one Kroxa into play the next turn if we need it. That would be lethal, presumably. It's like a tough scry decision. Top and bottom, okay. That's like an agent. No, Teferi. That's fine. Does prevent them from dying. Another land. The draw step. So. Let's grass Tef. Just gotta take it out whenever I see it, I think. Let's get Lazav down. We can How many cards in the graveyard? Let me see. Oops, don't want that. Let's see. We got enough for one Kroxa to get to the battlefield. That's all we really need. I actually don't like hate having a castle here, just in case. With that in mind, I'm gonna discovery. I like both these cards. Played our land already, so pass her back. They'll get to make a token and scry. Like I said, not out of the woods. Definitely not out of the woods. They bought both cards though, so that's a good sign. Ooh, now they're not even dead. Now they're not even dead. Well, we're making stuff happen. Copy Kroxa, swing, play Ashiok, I think is the play for next turn. We can even get another Kroxa into play if we wanted to. So I'm not gonna be able to just win because they'll be able to make another token in response, even if I, like, say, let's say I bounce this. It's not gonna make too much of a difference.
The regrets of the dead. Surrender.
Swing with the clown. Triggers. We'll make a jumper. Then we'll make another. Leaving all the creatures in the yard for Lazav to copy. They're down to one. And pass it back. So I think that should just be game. But then again, I don't know if they kept rats in. I think they had one time wipe that I saw, but we didn't see any of this game, I don't think. So they probably cut the rat effects. The question now is, of course, just if they're gonna find maybe a removal spell. But I still don't think that even if they find one removal spell, make a blocker, they're still just dead. So it doesn't really make a difference. It's a fairy.
Sorry.
Well, if they bounce either of these, they're just dead.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Yeah, makes no difference. They should have kept that card in hand. And they scoop it up. Alrighty then, sweet. So, went 2-1 with this list for this video. Got some nice rewards as well. Very sweet. Open a pack we had from earlier. Open some jank. Awesome. All right. So, going over the deck real quick. What did we like? What did we did? Well, we seemed like a pretty massive dog to the ramp decks, unfortunately. And if those are really, really powerful moving forward, if those are like popular rather, definitely gonna be a tough sell on this deck, I think. You might be able to reorient it to have a better sideboard against those decks, maybe just have better main deck stuff against them. So I'm sure there's a way to make it work, but against the control decks, you seem to just slaughter them. The blue light matchup just didn't feel close at all. The Mardu aggro knights deck, or black red aggro knights deck, felt winnable. Certainly if you draw, a lot of your sweepers and early cheap removals, so maybe you want to lean more into those. Maybe you have some like disfigures or something as available removal spells as well. But yes, so moving forward, I do think the deck's pretty powerful. I'm not exactly sure what you could do to make the ramp matchup better. Possibly just more discard, more hand disruption. It feels like Nissa is a really big problem once it comes down, so you're just going to have to hope and pray you have the removal for it at the time. Cards I would consider cutting, Doom Whisperer, Dreadnought Bolas, again, just don't really feel that great. I like the Borrowers, but they're not like at their best in this game. The one thing that is nice though is if you can use them to copy with Lazav and make a nice little sort of tempo attacker out of Lazav until you find Kroxa, so that's nice. Sideboard, I'm sure you could make it a little bit more your own, a little bit better. I liked having the extra Planeswalkers at the top end. I never got to bring in the Ad Shop. We didn't see too many graveyard decks. Mystical Abuse felt very good. Aether Gods, Natural Grasp, great. Rituals of Duress. All these cards seemed reasonable to me. Maybe once the meta starts to solidify, we'll see some changes in that sideboard. But I do think this deck is fairly solid. We went above 50% in our matches for this video. So let me guys know what you think about the deck. Let me know what you think about these types of videos moving forward. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that like button, that sub button if you want to see more, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Again, my name is Truex, aka Will. That's my real name. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and signing off for now. Later, y'all.